Hi, welcome back to Willey Farms. I'm Donna Cavender. Willey Farms, Route 13, very easy to find, just south of Odessa, just north of Smyrna. And you can find us online at our website, brand new website, by the way, willeyfarms.com. We're on Facebook as well, so please check us out. Now, today's show, got a couple favorite episodes for you. One on how you can get rid of those pesky bugs in your backyard and do it naturally. Then we've got a segment that you liked on how to choose and prepare fresh pineapple, and also what to do with that hard coconut once you get it home, how to use it. So we'll show you about that too. And our new segment is a cooking segment, of course. That's all about a new word that I found out recently, and that's called halloumi, which is actually fried cheese. So stay tuned, we'll find out all about that coming up. Here at the market, we are just getting into the fall season. Whether you like your pumpkins with jewels, or basic, or actually real, we've got them all for you here at Willey Farms. So please stop by. Everything that you need to decorate your porch, inside. I love these little guys right here. I love the scarecrow. He's so cute. I might have to take one of those home with me. In the meantime, let's see what we've got on the show. You enjoy. Well, we're here in the greenhouse with Kathy Smith. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Donna, how are you?
I am fine, and today we're talking about bugs. Bugs. We're trying to figure out how to keep some bugs away and how to bring some bugs to us. Right? Okay, let's start down here. What do we have? Some of these I can identify. Some of them I can't. So what do we have? What do we start with?
A sniff of this one.
A sniff of this one. I love it when you can just kind of rub the. Okay, this is this lemon.
Lemon balm, yeah.
Lemon balm.
So it has a pretty powerful smell. It is an aggressive plant, so you want to plant something like that in your pot, but you can put that around your patio.
Now, aggressive, you mean it just
grows fast.
Grows fast and overtakes. Okay.
Yes. And so you can add some lavender to that. Any of these plants you can plant, like do a few of them together or separately, whatever, but keep those around your deck area.
Okay.
You know, anywhere that you're going to be picnicking, things like that, and they're going to help you deter mosquitoes.
So not only do they smell good, but they deter
They're working
the
plants,
mosquitoes.
yeah.
Okay.
So we have the mosquito plant here, of course. We all know that citronella. That's an old one.
Okay.
Catnip. I don't know if a lot of people know that it's 10 times more powerful than DEET. So that has been proven, so that's actually a really good one.
But you'll attract all the cats in the neighborhood though, right?
Yes, you will. If you rub that on your body, they're going to be following you everywhere.
Okay.
So then here we have some pineapple sage, which is really pretty. It has this limey kind of color.
Okay.
With some pretty red flowers. You know,
oh, it does flower?
Yes, it does flower.
Good.
Right here on the tag. So we've got this next to the cabbage because it is a really good friend to the cabbage, cauliflower, all those little cousins, broccoli,
okay.
all those. It will just about deter all the bugs that want to be around your cabbage to eat your cabbage up.
Okay.
So it keeps away the cabbage moths, things like that.
And once again, this is pineapple sage?
Pineapple sage. And
okay.
It also aids in the growth of your cabbage and your tomatoes.
Wow.
And carrots too.
It's a super plant.
It's a super plant.
All right.
You don't want to put it near your cucumbers because it would deter, slow down the growth of your cucumbers. They don't get along.
Okay.
And it will also strengthen the flavor of your strawberries. So that's a good one.
All right.
So if you have pets, pennyroyal is a good one. It is also aggressive, but if you can find a way to contain it.
Pennyroyal, and that's like a ground cover?
It's a ground cover, and smell that.
Oh yeah.
Very nice fragrance.
And it does what?
Keeps the fleas away. The fleas don't like the smell of it.
Okay. Yes. I have cats, so I just might have to get some of those. Okay.
Here we have some spearmint that helps keep. Another one you want to keep in the pot, but nice one to have around the deck to keep the mosquitoes away.
And when you want a nice aroma, just put nice.
Take some off and put it in your tea.
Oh, right.
Yeah, keeps the aphids away too, so that's something good to maybe have near your rose bushes and some of your other flowers.
Okay.
Nobody likes the Japanese beetles, hate the Japanese beetles.
All right, let's get rid of the Japanese
beetles. So right here we have a Senate geranium, some rue, and some garlic.
Oh, now what do you do with the garlic?
The garlic is very easy to plant. Normally you would plant it in the fall, but you can just break these apart and plant them and they'll be up. before winter, and then they'll be ready next year to do their job to help keep
Oh,
the
okay.
Japanese beetles
So
away.
after you plant that and it comes up, that's what keeps
Yeah.
the repels.
I like to have it near my rose bushes because I don't like the Japanese beetles on it. So it helps.
Good to know.
It don't keep them all away,
Japanese
but
beetles,
it does
yeah,
help.
they can be terrible.
Yep.
Okay.
So here I have a tomato plant, and if we put some borage and basil around with that, then that's going to help keep away those nasty old hornworms that get on your tomatoes. And the basil will also help keep away the thrip.
And so when you're making marinara sauce, you only have to go to one part of the
There you
garden to
go,
get
yeah.
your tomatoes and your basil, right?
And the borage gets a beautiful blue flower on it, so it looks
nice.
really pretty.
Okay.
So, and here we
What do
have
we
the
have?
lavender, and a lot of insects don't like that either.
Okay.
And
They
lavender's
just
really
don't
pretty.
know what
Yeah.
they're missing. Lavender is nice.
And I
but
like to
that's
take
all
a
right.
couple sprigs and put in my bath water.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Very multi-use
Yeah.
plants.
So here we have all the marigolds, which people have been putting those in their garden for years to help keep the some of the bugs away.
I
and
have heard
help
that
keep the rabbits
if
away.
you ring the garden with marigolds, then you keep away the rabbits.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So so sage and rosemary, and that's right here.
Yeah.
Okay. You can add this to your wood charcoal on your grill.
Oh,
and get the
right.
aromas going in the air to keep the mosquitoes away.
Nice.
And
Oh,
then
that
it
keeps the mosquitoes
yeah,
away.
It
And
acts like an incense, yeah.
Wow.
So
okay.
there you go. I have petunias here, and they keep away the asparagus beetles. So you can plant that. Yeah.
okay.
So they do some
And they're
duty here.
beautiful.
Yeah. Peppermint. Mice do not like peppermint. We do not like mice. So, and here I just have a few because we want the good bugs.
Right. We've been talking
yeah.
about how you keep different bugs
Right.
away, but there are some bugs and small insects that we like. So,
So here
what do
we have some hyssop. Bees love it. I know some people don't like bees, but they really won't bother if you don't bother them.
Right.
Calendula, and these are all good for bees and butterflies,
Okay.
birds. Santavanilla here, that's another one here. So, and then also are just regular scented geraniums. They'll help keep away the mosquitoes. So
Okay.
we have no mosquitoes here because we have all these.
We have
wonderful
all
things.
these. That's
Yeah.
great. Okay,
And-
so this is these are the plants that do that job,
Yep.
but we also have other things that are also
Yep.
natural and organic.
This is the diatomaceous earth, which is a powder, and most animals or insects that get around your vegetables are crawling. So this is organic. You can just put a little ring around it, and no slugs, nothing's going to crawl through that. If they do, they're going to die.
Oh, okay. And we have some sprays
Yeah,
as
we
well.
have some fungicide, some weed killer, a 3-in-1 that does a little bit of everything.
Always
And
good.
they're all organic, safe to use on your vegetables and all that.
Great. So that's what
So,
we're talking about. Everything
yeah.
that's natural, that's organic, and
Smells
some great options here.
Yeah.
Wonderful options. All right, Kathy, thank you so much. And now we know all about bugs. So there you go. Hopefully you got some good information on how to keep those bugs out of your yard. Now we're moving on to fresh pineapples and fresh coconuts. How to pick them, how to cut them, and what to do with them after you've got them. What do you do with that hard thing? We'll find out. Well, here we are in the tropics of Willey Farms. Yes, we're here at the sampling station, but we're kind of in our tropical area because right now we're going to talk about, Eileen and I are going to talk about pineapples. That's first. So, how to choose a pineapple.
Yes.
And then how to cut it.
Great.
So, do you know how to choose a pineapple?
Yes.
You
Yes.
do?
The first
Okay.
thing I look at is the bottom.
Okay.
Making sure that the bottom is nice and yellow. It has a real good smell.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, at the top, you should be able to pick a nice leaf and be able to pull it out
Just-
very easily. Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely. That's
Pulls
right.
right out.
It's not going
All
to
right.
be yellow all the way through, but if it tends to be greener on the bottom side and you want it within a couple days, just turn it upside down in a vase because it does ripen from the bottom up, which is why you don't see any yellow here. Turn it upside down the vase and then it'll ripen here and meet the bottom.
Oh,
or the
okay, so
top,
all
yeah.
the sugars and the juices and everything will just
Yes.
distribute throughout.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, so now we've chosen our pineapple and we cut the bottom, right?
Yes.
Cut the bottom. We forgot our garbage bowl.
We did.
And you cut the top. Okay. Turn it up like this. You got all this on the outside, so then you just start cutting.
Did you turn it upside down?
Did I
Remember
turn it upside down?
Remember we were going, yeah.
That's right. Okay.
We're going to cut from the bottom down.
Gotcha. See, apparently I wasn't paying attention.
You told me. And then the juices, the ripe juices will run down to what might not be as ripe.
Okay.
Oh,
And
that
this
looks
way
nice.
you try to, oh, can you smell
I
it?
do. I love
Oh,
pineapple.
it smells so good. There's nothing quite like fresh pineapple.
The canned stuff is nice, but to have it fresh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
okay.
no comparison.
There's no comparison.
No.
Okay, so we've got all of the outside off. We still have some of these little eyelets, and I was told your little peeler with the little
Oh,
point on
cool.
the end that you can get those eyes out just by
Oh, nice.
doing that.
That's good.
So you
Before
can do
you
that.
start slicing.
Before you
Yeah,
start
that's a good idea.
slicing, yeah. So you would go around and do all that. We'll pretend that we went around and got all those little eyes out.
That's right.
And there are a number of different ways that people talk about how they want to cut their pineapple. You can cut it down this way, cut it down that way, and then you've got the core in the middle,
Right.
and then you can just slice that core out, or like you get it in the can, you can do slices like this.
And that center's not real tough.
No, it's not real tough, and you don't really have to take it out if you don't want to, or you get to this point, give it a little slice like that, give it a little slice like that, and
Nice.
then you can
Yeah.
take that little core out, and there you go.
I like that.
Beautiful piece of fresh
Beautiful.
pineapple.
Or you
Yes.
can come to Willey Farms and have it already cored for you.
Yes, that's true. We do
Let
already
us
cored
do it for you.
in the kit. We do it for
And
you.
they are picked fresh and they're picked ripe, so you know that it's going to be ripe if Willey Farms has cut it for you.
Absolutely, yeah. And you don't have to do this, but hey, it's kind of fun, you know. And you could do this with the kids.
Anytime.
Of course, you do the cutting. The kids don't do that, but it lets the kids know exactly where all this comes
Yes.
from. You know
How it began.
how it all began. Yes, it just doesn't arrive on your table in a bowl and it's automatically fruit salad.
That's right. 'Cause, like, this is a banana tree.
That's a banana tree. So if we had a nice warm spot, we could grow bananas.
Absolutely.
All right.
And
Cool.
not everybody knows that. They think they just come from Willey Farms.
Right. People don't know where the bananas come from. All right. So we've got our delicious fresh pineapple
Right. On to the coconut.
and on to the coconut. Yeah, there we go. And what better to include in your fruit salad than fresh pineapple and fresh coconut? Okay, fresh coconut, not out of the bag, not out of the jar, fresh coconut. Okay, so you choose your fresh coconut. Looks kind of funky,
Yes.
not quite sure what to do with it, but it's got 3 eyes right here. You find the one that is the softest.
You make sure it has juice.
Yes, make sure it has
fluid.
juice. Yes, we
And
can hear
sometimes
the
that's
fluid.
not even enough. You check the eyes second.
Okay. Then you get a screwdriver. Yes, a screwdriver. And you clean it, make sure it's nice and clean.
Yes.
And then you take that eye and then you just put the screwdriver down into that eye. Well, maybe this isn't the eye.
Stepping back.
Yeah, I know. Well, you have to find that one eye. There.
There you go.
There's the one.
Good.
Okay, so you put the screwdriver down in that eye, move it around a little bit, and then where'd my glass go? Now, of course, you know, with physics, it's just one hole, so
Okay.
it's not going to come out very good.
No.
But if you shake it, it
Oh,
comes
gosh,
right
it
out.
looks beautiful. And coconut milk, coconut water is so good for you.
It's really good for you. So it's multiple things that you can get from doing this fresh coconut.
Coconut water rehydrator.
Yeah,
Gives you all the energy.
it's really awesome. It's good stuff.
Good in smoothies. Yeah,
Yeah,
instead of water
and one
or
of
milk.
these coconuts you get about, I think it's about 8 ounces out of the coconut. And after, and you don't have to do another thing to this fluid. Boy, there's a lot in this one.
That was a fresh one.
There is a lot. Because of course, you know that I had to practice doing this.
Oh, of course. I'm
before.
glad it was you, not me. I didn't know what to do with
And
it.
I think the one that I did didn't have quite that much, but there
Okay.
you go. And I mean, you could, it's
Yeah.
got a little bit of the husk that has fallen in there, but it's
And
still,
that's going to happen.
coconut water. I feel healthier already. Now you have to get into it to get the meat. Now you know
Stand
why
back.
there's a hammer
Yeah. And you
Stand
washed
back.
and cleaned the hammer.
Oh, yes.
You've already washed.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you go around the equator of the coconut, just giving it a good, I can
hear it.
hear it. Give it a good whack.
The meat is coming away from that outer. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, there you go. There
Very
you go.
nice.
All that wonderful.
Look at
Oh,
that
it's
meat.
nice and thick
Yeah,
in there.
it's
Nice
beautiful.
and thick. Of course, and then you need to get that meat out of there.
And you could always rinse this off.
Yeah, you
know,
can, you
it's-
can, and that's what I did the other day.
Yeah.
The other day when I did it, and you go in and just start to cut that meat, make a little sliver. And it will come out. It's, as always, it's hard to get that first part out. But there you go. Start getting it now. Yes, it's got that on the back end. But it's very easy, it's not hard. Just pare that off.
Oh gosh, it's
That's
so good.
the inside of the husk.
My mouth
it
is
is-
watering for it. Gosh, it's
It is so good.
yummy.
So there you go.
Thank you.
There's a piece.
Can't get any fresher
Fresh.
unless I was, in Hawaii.
Right, fresh coconut. So of course, it will take you a little time to get all that out, but once you get it all out, you have this lovely coconut.
That was from one coconut?
Yes, that is.
Wow.
And actually, I use the coconut that I got out of the one that I did the other night
Okay.
to make something. And I have a wonderful recipe for impossible pie. It's a like a coconut custard pie, and it is awesome. This recipe has been in my family for a long time. We didn't think it up, but we've used it for a long time. It's called impossible pie. Why is it called impossible pie? Because what you do is you get your blender out, nice big blender. You put in 2 cups of milk, 4 eggs, a half a cup of baking mix, just a little bit of salt, a cup of sugar, a teaspoon and a half of vanilla, and a cup of shredded coconut,
Okay.
and then a stick of butter. And what I did
That
was,
doesn't sound impossible.
it doesn't, and it's really easy. I have, this is my grater, and I held it over a cup. Just take a piece,
Oh, there you go.
grate it, there you
Oh,
go.
that's easy.
It's easy. So you put all those ingredients into the blender and just blend it, and it's soupy. It looks like a milkshake.
Okay.
You put it into a greased pie pan, very carefully because it will slosh. Very carefully, put it in the oven. You bake it 350 for about 45 minutes, and it comes out looking
It's
like
beautiful.
this.
Wow.
Very good. And like I said, it is a like a coconut custard.
Gorgeous.
Do a little.
For any time, I think. Because you can get coconut all year long.
Oh,
you don't have to
yeah.
wait for a certain
No,
season.
no.
I like your gadget.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
This gadget. This is a single serve,
It's
and you can
oh,
get.
it's
We have
beautiful.
that here at Willey Farms.
Wow.
There we go.
We have everything you have here. I think we
Yes,
can
we
carry
do.
baking dishes down the gift area.
We do carry baking dishes, and
It's
you know what we don't
beautiful.
have?
What?
We don't have utensils right here to try out this pie,
Oh, that's not good.
but I have fingers.
Me too.
Okay. We'll try the pie,
Oh my gosh, I'm trying it. I can't.
Okay.
This is my favorite part.
and you can see there's the. Isn't that good?
Yeah.
There
That's
you
very,
go.
very good.
There you go. So you've
Thank
got
you,
the.
Donna.
You're welcome. You've got the really fresh coconut and pineapple that's really, really good for you, and you've got the really good coconut pie that. Well, we won't talk about how good it is for you.
It's delicious.
That's it for now. Fresh pineapple, fresh coconut. What's better than that? Maybe fried cheese? That's our next segment. We're going to talk about halloumi. You'll find out what it is coming up. Well, here we are at the sampling station once again. It's time to cook. And with me, I have Gretchen. Gretchen, thanks for helping me out with this.
Yep.
I learned a new word recently, and I wanted to pass it along to you. Have you ever heard the word halloumi? I had never heard of it, but it is fried cheese, and it's a type of fried cheese.
Yeah, it's a cheese you can fry.
Yes, there you go. Because it has a high melting point. It doesn't just melt all over the place. It gets nice and gooey, kind of like a marshmallow when you put a marshmallow over the fire.
Yeah.
So
and it's like a marshmallow too, in that you can eat it cold, but it's so much better
oh yes.
warmed or grilled or
Right.
fired up in some
Right.
way.
And
Yeah.
you found this particular recipe that we're going to use today. Where did you find it?
I found it on Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Yeah, I love Pinterest, and there are so many good recipes. I find gardening things and everything on
Right,
there too.
all kinds of
but
things.
This the halloumi, and then I love lentils, so
Right.
I
So
wanna
what
try
we're,
this.
what we're doing is fried halloumi and lentil salad. Interesting, don't you think? You're interested enough to stick with us, aren't you? Okay, that's great. That's great. And the original recipe came from
the Almond Eater.
thealmondeater.com.
Yeah.
There we go. So thank you to those folks. So we're going to do fried halloumi and lentil salad. So the first thing we do is the lentils, of course. Lentils, you take, believe it or not, this is 1 cup of lentils. That's 1 cup of lentils.
Yeah.
And you can get them in many different colors. We have 4.
Yeah.
I took
green.
the green, you did the brown.
Yep.
There's also orange and yellow. So, and I don't believe that there's any taste difference. It's just a color preference.
And you cooked less time.
I
and
cooked mine a little
longer.
less, so that's a preference too, a personal preference. Mine is a little more al dente, I guess you'd call it, and yours is much more cooked through.
Yes.
But it's 1 cup of lentils to 3 cups,
3 cups
of water.
or broth.
Or broth, yes, broth would make it a little bit more flavorful.
Yep.
Put it on the stove, put it in a pot, bring it to boil. When it comes to a boil, turn it down and simmer it, cover it, and simmer it until it gets tender. So you stir it around and make sure that it's nice and tender, or as tender as you want it to be at that point. So, and there's your lentils. And when you're prepping the lentils, you need to rinse them off, but you don't need to soak them at all. A lot of legumes and things like that you do soak, but these you don't soak. Just rinse them off and then put them in the pot and get them boiling. So you've got your lentils. Then the next ingredient is
You roast the tomatoes. And then Don and I, we chose different tomatoes. You did the grape tomatoes, I did the cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes.
And then we both added in, we went out in the garden, the test garden that we have, and we have sun sugar cherry tomatoes, which are delicious.
Oh, they're really
we
good.
We both use those.
yes.
For me, my cherry tomatoes were a little larger, so I sliced my cherry tomatoes in half so that they would be about the same size and get done roasting at the same time.
And the roasted tomatoes are so good because the sweetness comes
Yes.
out into them. They're
Olive
so
oil,
good.
salt and pepper.
Yep. Put them in the
mine-
oven, 350
It
for.
was 350. They said 10 minutes. Mine took like 20. So
Yeah, mine
I liked them a little softer than they
Mine
were
took
at
a
10.
little bit longer
Yes.
as well. And then so next we've got the cheese first, the halloumi first.
Yes.
And while Gretchen is cutting up the grilling cheese over there in little slices, this is what Gretchen is using today. This from Yanni. Now this is made from cow's milk. Originally the halloumi is from Cyprus, and it was used with sheep and goat's milk. And we have that as well. So this particular brand of halloumi is from the sheep and the goat's milk. And this is what Gretchen used when she did it earlier.
Yes.
And we're doing this with what we've got today. So let's start
Do you mind
putting
if I
them.
It's just us eating.
It's
so,
just us.
So,
it's just between
yeah.
friends. So we're going to put
and
that in there.
This halloumi, like we said before, it does not melt. It just gets gooey. So it's going to brown on both sides, almost like if you had a grilled cheese without the bread. It gets brown.
It's
flip
awesome.
it over, brown,
Yeah.
gooey, not run around gooey,
Right.
but just
with
softer.
that little bit
Yeah.
of crisp on the outside. You'll see. You'll see. So
And
we've
it-
got our cheese in
and
here. So
it
we're
is
going to
a-
let it sit.
It is salty cheese. It's brined. So when I took it out of the package, I washed it a little bit to get some of the saltiness out.
Let's show
I don't
the
know that it
folks.
helped a lot, but it is a salty cheese, so you're not going to need much salt in this recipe
We'll
at all.
show them the difference between that
Yeah.
and this, which is a little less formed.
Yes.
Okay, and you can see a bit of the brine in there. So when you take that off, just rinse it off a little bit, and then you can start to cut it and put it in your skillet.
I gotcha.
Got it? All right. you can see.
And for me, what I did was I have a a pan that has like, you can make grill marks. So I use
Oh,
it
that's
for
nice.
burgers and
Yes.
things. And so my cheese had grill marks on it, which was kind of neat and pretty. It's still pretty grilled cheesy looking,
Very
but
fancy.
it's a little bit fancy, not real fancy.
All right. And it's kind of like other things, like different meats. You put it in and just leave it. Don't mess with it. I have a tendency to
And then
want to mess
I
with
use
it.
tongs to flip mine over.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if
That's
you want to try that.
probably a good idea. Let's see if this one is ready to flip over. Oh, see, it came right off, so I think it might be ready. Look at that.
That is so pretty.
Isn't that awesome? We get so excited about food around here.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so let's turn. Ah, that's working perfectly.
That is perfect.
That's perfect.
And then I wish you could see, but you can tell it's the tiniest bit gooey on the edges. You see
Yeah.
it just kind of bubbling a little bit. It's never going to completely.
But it's not going all over the
It
place.
isn't. It
It's
isn't.
just bubbling up just a little bit. Okay, so we'll leave it there for a little bit. And then we're going to, we've got other ingredients that as soon as we get the cheese out, we've got some more ingredients, onion, everything's better with onion.
It is.
And,
It
and
is.
then we're going to put it all together for you. So
You know what? Maybe I'll start getting the.
What a good
zucchini-
idea.
I'll start getting the zucchini.
There you go.
Ready. Now for the recipe, they say that you can chop it, you can dice it, or you can make ribbons.
I knew what was going to happen.
You
I
know what? I
knew.
didn't even think about ribbons and bows. That's totally me.
There
But
you go.
ribbons.
That's all you.
And you just use a peeler, vegetable
Just a peeler.
Now for me, I didn't like the very first peel, but I did like all the other ones. And you don't cook this, so it's not going to, degrade or anything. You're just going to use raw zucchini. And how
There you
fancy
go.
and pretty is that?
Isn't that nice?
It is. It is. And I'm pressing down pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pressing down pretty
Well,
hard.
you have to make sure that you get that continuous ribbon if you
Yes.
want to get that ribbon going. Very nice.
And I really like that this recipe, with it being a salad, there are warm things and there are cool things.
And that's about the right
salad.
size for the zucchini that you want to use too,
It
I
is.
think.
It is. It's so good.
All right, let's see how we're doing over here. Oh, I think we're perfect.
Okay.
I think we're
You
perfect.
just want to put them into this tray here. You just need to get them out of the way, sort of, because you're going to use that very same pan
Right.
again.
You
for
use
your,
the same pan to do the onions. And besides salt and pepper, the only spice that you use in this recipe is something that I don't use on a regular basis. And I don't know that a lot of people do, but it's tarragon.
And it's, for me, in this recipe, that's the thing that I went, oh, that's different.
I've got two that are stuck together. There we go. There we go.
I think I've got enough ribbons here.
Yeah, you probably have enough ribbons.
I'm gonna set
Okay.
that aside.
So we've got the. I take.
I know.
No, don't.
I know. I want to just. I just want to eat that.
And in the same,
You've got olive oil again.
Yep. You got a little bit of
And-
olive oil. Make sure it doesn't burn. There we go.
And then the recipe, the salad that we're making today, it's for two. It's two salads, but it's two really big salads.
Yeah.
You don't need anything else.
You should be hungry when you're going to eat this
Yeah,
salad. Okay.
yeah.
And we do. It is. Let's see. It is a 1/4 teaspoon. So I saw this on TV once. Watch. Saw this on TV.
As seen on TV.
As seen on TV.
Yeah.
1/4 teaspoon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just
you
the
know-
hollow of your...
Yep. Just a
Okay.
little bit.
Cool.
Put it in there.
And then, you know how when you make recipes and you tweak a little bit and you think, oh, I would have... For me, I'm an onion lover, but I felt like I wanted a little more onion than the recipe called
You want to put
for.
some of your onions over there and warm them up in
Like,
here?
Let's do that.
Sure.
Let's do that.
Why not?
The tarragon, again, that was the flavor for me that you went, what? And, there you go. It's a little bit more.
There we
A
go.
little further.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Ah, what am I doing? I'll get right here.
All right. So
Oh,
we
that smells so good.
so we've got our lentils cooked.
And then we're just cooking the onions till they're soft.
Yep. soft. We've got our roasted tomatoes, and we've got our ribbons of zucchini.
So, are we ready to?
I think we're ready to put our salads together.
Okay. And again, because it's too, I'm taking the big bowl.
You can
have that bowl.
Okay.
I'm such a good friend.
So show everybody how you
Okay.
assemble it.
You're going to make a pretty bowl, but then you kind of put everything together to eat it, or you get a fork full of everything. You make a fork and have some of everything. So the first thing is
You do a bed of
lentils.
a bed of
that's
lentils.
Not working.
That's not working. There we go. There you
There you
go.
go.
Now we have a bed of lentils.
And then you do. I'm reaching, and I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
And then you do your tomatoes.
Do some roasted. That already looks good to
It
me.
does. It
All
does.
right.
You want
Oh,
the same
don't
amount?
burn yourself. Okay.
About the same amount? Yeah.
Sure. There we go.
Okay. And then we're gonna get this beautiful halloumi cheese. Can you
Okay.
see how kind of sweet? Love, love, love it. And I took the bigger bowl, but I'll let you have 3 cheeses.
Okay, great.
Because I
Okay.
can be sweet like that.
All right. Okay, and now are we ready for the onion?
No, I'm gonna put
Oh.
these beautiful ribbons of zucchini
Okay.
in. But honestly,
See, it looks so pretty.
it's so pretty. Okay,
There
and
we
now
go.
you're gonna put your onion. For me, again, I liked a lot of onion.
Okay.
But you can put onion there. But for me, you could put onion.
Oh, you're one of those.
You
Kind of
put
like at
onion.
Thanksgiving dinner, you put gravy on everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can use a microgreen. You have you have pea shoots.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you had, and then I used just regular bean sprouts for mine.
Here we go. Because you always have to have garnish.
Oh no, it went on the table. Oh, darn. Let me clean up.
You always have to have garnish. Okay. So comes the best part. You started early.
No, I didn't eat the. I ate what fell. I ate the scraps.
Okay, so here we have our fried halloumi, which is fried cheese, and lentil salad.
And then, again, for me, I was making sure I had some lentils on my fork,
Right.
some tomato.
So I suppose you could just kind of mix it all together if you wanted to.
Totally. You can totally. I was just trying to have a little bit of everything. Ah. And then I treated the cheese as a cracker.
Oh. Okay. So it's okay to use your fingers?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So a little zucchini, a little tomato, and some fried cheese. Oh.
Aren't you so glad I do Pinterest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I brought this recipe in the very next day.
That is so good. And the fried cheese, honestly, it's like a grilled cheese sandwich without the bread. It's so nice and soft in the middle. The lentils and the onion. Oh, I missed the onion. You know what? This garnish is just getting in the way.
Well, I was just going to say, I think my bean sprouts were a little bit tinier and a little more manageable. So
Yeah.
maybe we could have chopped them
We should have
a tiny
chopped
bit.
them up.
Yeah.
One more taste.
Oops, we're on the table.
Mm-mm-mm. Awesome.
Good. Glad you like it.
Awesome. Now, we did want to show folks that this is kind of a make your own kind of a thing. So you could do all of the ingredients and you could put them in like this in the different sections.
Yeah, we did mess
And
it up
then-
a tiny bit. And
We did.
then we talked about that you did the cheese in a frying pan, and then I did mine on a grill pan. So I got
Right.
nice little grill marks on
Right.
mine, which is pretty.
So essentially, it's the same as it always is here at Willey Farms when we do cooking. You make it your own.
You make it your own.
We
Yep.
give you a little suggestion and you make it your own.
Run with it.
Run with it. All right, so there you go. Fried halloumi and lentil salad. Of course, we'll have the recipe for you. Nice little recipe right here at the sampling station and our cooking center. So you can stop by and pick it up.
You can also
and you
go
can
to
try it yourself.
thealmondeater.com.
Right.
And-
go to
and
the,
get it there too.
the source,
And
almondeater.com.
come here to get all your ingredients.
Right, because we've got everything you need right here. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's lunchtime, isn't it?
It is.
All right.
Even if it's not, it is.
Cheers to you. Enjoy your salad. Thanks, Gretchen. Well, that was a jam-packed show, don't you think? A lot of information for you to take in, but I hope you enjoyed it. We're here at Willey Farms, and we are so easy to find. We hope that you'll stop by anytime, and when you do stop by, check out our front porch. This is what we call the front part of the store here, and there's so many really cool things here. As a matter of fact, for fall, we've got all these wonderful fall flowers. We've got rutabaga, we've got the ornamental kale and cabbage, we've got mums, of course we've got lots of mums, and a whole array of hanging baskets. So be sure when you stop by Willey Farms that you check out the front porch because there's lots of really cool things there. Well, that was a really exhausting show. So I'm gonna just have a seat right here and tell you that you can check us out on our website, brand new website, that's willeyfarms.com. And of course, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're all over the place. So please check us out, and we hope that you'll stop by sometime soon, and I hope that you enjoyed the show. So I'm just gonna rest here with the ornamental peppers. I'm Donna Cavender, you have a great day.